Hey family, and welcome back to Meet My Brown's Kitchen. Today I'm going to be making some vegan Alfredo. If you're interested in how I make my vegan Alfredo, stay tuned. Okay, so I have 1 cup of raw cashews. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour over some hot water to get these cashews nice and soft. Now if you want to, you can soak them overnight. You can soak them for about 4 hours, just enough to where you can get some water absorbed into the cashews and they get soft. But what I did was I'm gonna go ahead, I boiled my kettle, some water in my kettle, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour over and let it sit for about 30 minutes. And then we'll get it into a blender and we'll start working on our Alfredo sauce, our vegan Alfredo sauce. Okay. So for the vegetables in my vegan Alfredo, I'm going to be using some portobello or baby portobello mushrooms. I'm going to be using this Vidalia onion and some fresh garlic. I also am going to add towards the end some grape tomatoes and some spinach. And of course, I'm going to be using some fettuccine noodles. Okay, and then I'll build the flavors in my sauce as I go along. Okay, so give me a few minutes and we'll get some hot water on these cashews. Give it about 30 minutes to sit and then we'll start making a beautiful creamy Alfredo sauce. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour that hot water on my cashews. Just enough to cover them. Give them about 30 minutes and they'll plump up and absorb that liquid. I'll come back when in about 30 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start slicing up my vegetables. Let's get the skin off of this beautiful onion. Yep. I don't want to take it apart. I just want to get that outer layer off. Maybe I'll take this one off. This one is pretty thick, so I'll just go ahead and take that first layer off. And we'll go ahead and get it nice and sliced up. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, I'm just gonna use this half of this onion. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start slicing up my mushrooms. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start slicing up my mushrooms. Now what I usually do is take those stems off and just go ahead and cut the tops. Okay. I try to make it kid friendly. So I try to, kind of disguise the mushrooms. But to be honest, mushrooms are really nice. I really enjoy eating mushrooms. I can eat them raw, on a salad, on a sandwich. But I do enjoy mushrooms. But yeah, just for my kids, I guess I try to hide them a little bit in the food. But, okay, so I have my water boiling for our noodles. I'm gonna go ahead and add some salt to the water. Okay. Go ahead and get those noodles in. Okay. Okay, so for my sauce, I'm gonna squeeze 1 lemon. I'm using this to catch the seeds. But I'm gonna use the juice of a lemon as well in my sauce. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start sauteing my vegetables, my onions and my mushrooms. So I added in a little olive oil. And I'm just gonna go in with both at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna give them a few minutes to brown and then I'll start adding some seasoning. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start working on my cashew cream. Okay, so I add them into a blender. Now the liquid from them soaking is just fine. I'm gonna go ahead and add that lemon juice, and that fresh lemon. I'm gonna go ahead and season it with some all-purpose seasoning. Okay, I got a little salt. Okay, I'm gonna use some of this nutritional yeast. Now the nutritional yeast is going to give it that cheese flavor. Okay, that's going to give it that cheese flavor. Now you don't have to use it because the nuts have such a nice flavor anyway, but I do have some, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. So that should be about 2 tablespoons of the nutritional yeast. I'm going to pour in a little almond milk. And we'll get this nice and blended. You see my vegetables, they're nice and caramelized and cooked down. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little all-purpose seasoning. Okay. And they'll be ready for our sauce. Give me a few minutes. Okay, I'm also gonna add 3 cloves of garlic that I just minced. Okay. Okay, so I have our sauce all blended up. I ended up adding some black pepper and some oregano. Oh my God, it tastes amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and I did change pans. I had a frying pan and I need more room, so I got it in a pot. So I'm gonna add my sauce to my vegetables. I'm gonna get that stirred up. And then I'm gonna add my noodles. Okay, I have my fettuccine noodles drained and my sauce is simmering. I'm gonna go ahead and add some spinach. Okay, and stir that up. And then we'll start adding our pasta. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look delicious? So I just added those grape tomatoes. Now I add them at the end so that they don't burst. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this on a plate. Okay. Okay, so this is my finished result of my vegan Alfredo. I have mushrooms, onions, spinach, and grape tomatoes. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.